Okay, welcome back to Biotech. We are going to see another important topic, female reproductive system. In the female reproductive system, generally we can observe pair of ovaries. See here, there is pair of ovaries, then pair of fallopian tube. Okay, then one uterus. Okay, next one, another important one is vagina, and next the uvula. These are the most important parts that we can observe in the female reproductive system. So let us go with the first one is ovaries. See, generally ovaries are the, see here, here is the pair of ovaries. These ovaries are generally present in the below the abdominal cavity in pelvic region. Generally ovaries are present in the below the abdominal cavity in the pelvic region. Okay, these ovaries are considered as primary sex organs or female reproductive organs. So by seeing these ovaries we can say that whether the living organism is male or female, so that we can primarily we can differentiate the living organisms into either male or female by the ovaries, so that if there is ovaries, so that we can say that it is female child. So here ovaries are present in the child. These ovaries are called as primary sex organs. Generally ovaries can produce the ovum. So ova is plural word. Generally ova is called as plural word, ovum is singular word. So ova is plural ova is plural word, whereas ovum is singular word. Okay, then this ova are produced by the ovary. Ova are produced by the ovary. Such process is called ovulation. So this ova are produced by the ovary is called ovulation. This ovulation is stimulated by the two hormones. One is FSH, another one is LH hormone. Generally FSH and LH, these two hormones are coming from the pituitary gland, which is present below the cerebrum. So this follicle stimulating hormone, FSH means follicle stimulating hormone, which can stimulate the development of ovum in the Graafian follicle of ovary, whereas luteinizing hormone can break the Graafian follicle to produce the ovum from the ovary. Such process is called ovulation. This ovulation process is done by the luteinizing hormone. So like this, with the help of the follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone, here the ovary can produce the ovum. So the primary function of the ovary, here the primary function of the ovary is production of ova or ovum. Ovum is singular, ova is plural. And not only this ovum is produced or ova is produced, and also some steroid hormones also produced by the ovary. There is also some steroid hormones also produced by the ovary. Then this ovum, these ovaries are connected to the body cavity. These ovary are connected to the abdominal cavity with a meso-ovarium. See here in the diagram itself we can observe. So this is the part is called meso-ovarian. So here also same, this is the part is called meso-ovarian. So here this meso-ovarian, with the help of the meso-ovarian, the ovary is connected to the body cavity. So this is all about the first part is called pair of ovaries. Generally pair of ovaries are present in the female reproductive system. These are the primary sex organs. Generally ovary can produce the ova. Okay, this production of ova is done by the some hormones like FSH and LH hormones, and also ovary also produce not only the ova but also some steroid hormones. Then generally ovaries are present in the pelvic region, in the lower abdomen. They are connected to the abdominal cavity with a tissue is called what, meso-ovarian. So this is all about ovaries, pair of ovaries. And next one is fallopian tube. See, this is a one fallopian tube, here is also one fallopian tube. So pair of fallopian tubes are present. So in the pair of fallopian tube, here we can see these fallopian tubes are connected to the body cavity. Here also see the fallopian tube is connected to the, or fallopian tube is attached to the body wall with a mesosalpinx. Okay, here is also one more is connection. The fallopian tubes are connected to the body wall with mesosalpinx. Very most important that we should remember. Mesoovarium is connected to the abdominal cavity. Okay, the ovaries are connected to the abdominal cavity with mesoovarium, whereas fallopian tubes are connected to the body wall is with mesosalpinx. Generally, fallopian tubes extends from the fallopian tubes are extended from the ovaries to uterus. See, here is the ovary. Okay, this is the fallopian tube. This fallopian tube here starts from here to it extends up to the uterus. So this is about fallopian tube. Then the fallopian tube, it has the three most important regions. First one is, see, this funnel shaped structure fallopian tube is called infundibulum. Then the next part is called ampulla, and another part is called infundibulum, ampulla, isthmus. Okay, infundibulum, this is the funnel shaped structure is called infundibulum. Then next part is called ampulla, and another part is called isthmus. So these are the three major parts that we can observe in the fallopian tube. Then the edges of the infundibulum, here we can see some finger-like projections. See, these are the finger-like projections. These finger-like projections are called fimbriae. These finger-like projections, they collect the ovum. Whenever the ovary releasing the ovum, this ovum is generally releasing into the body cavity. This ovum is collected by this fimbriae, and it is collected and stored in the fallopian tube where there is ampulla. See here, this is the ampulla part. In the ampulla part, generally the ovum is collected and storage here for the fertilization process. So that we can understand the fertilization in the human body is done in the ampulla of the fallopian tube. Very most important very most important character is that fertilization takes place in the ampulla part of the fallopian tube. So this is all about what fallopian tube. And next one is uterus. See, this part is called uterus. Generally we call it as uterus. Uterus is generally present in between the urinary bladder and rectum. See, this is, so suppose here this part here we can observe the rectum. Here the above part is called urinary bladder. So urinary bladder ki plus rectum ki madhyalo ikkada manaki what urinary bladder rectum ki madhyalo uterus is present. So uterus is present in between the urinary bladder and rectum. Then this is the large inverted pear shaped sac like structure. So then this is musculated and vasculated muscular part and vasculated part. It is connected to the body wall with a tissue is called mesometrium. See, suppose if we extend the tissue like this here, this is called mesometrium. So like this, the uterus is connected to the body wall with another tissue is called mesometrium. Okay, then the uterus is connected to the cervix. See, this is the part is called cervix. The uterus is connected to the cervix. Then cervix which opens into the vagina. So that the cervix opening part and vagina, this together that can form birth canal or cervical canal. So this birth canal or cervical canal for the delivery of the baby or birth. So this is about, so here the birth canal is formed by so the birth canal is formed by cervix and vagina both together, that forms cervical canal or birth canal. This is useful for the birth. So this is all about the uterus. Generally uterus, it has the three layers. The outer layer is called perimetrium, middle layer is called myometrium, inner layer, this folded layer is called endometrium. So outer thin layer is perimetrium, middle muscular layer is called myometrium. So this myometrium is useful for the contraction of muscles during the labor pains. So when the labor pain comes, what happens, this myometrium present in the uterus can contract continuously, so that the walls of the uterus contracted. So when the walls of the uterus especially here myometrium walls are contracted, so that uterus can push out the child from the uterus to outside. So that here, that's why here especially the myometrium walls are present in the uterus are responsible for the labor pains. And next one, inner side, the glandular, these are called in endometrium. These endometriums are recycled during the menstrual cycle. So outer perimetrium, middle myometrium, and inner endometrium. These are the three layers present in the uterus. And next one, if we go down here, this is the vagina part, the large fibromuscular tube lined with the keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. In this there is keratinized squamous epithelium is present, that is called about vagina. Then vagina, next here we can also see the uvula. Another important part is called uvula. So uvula is called, generally uvula, it has the it is also called as external genitalia. Okay, the uvula, it is also called external genitalia, which has vestibule, which has two apparatus. One is, suppose see here, one is urethral orifice and one is vaginal orifice. Suppose if we see here urethral orifice and vaginal orifice, okay, the urethral orifice and vaginal orifice, suppose see, this is the vaginal orifice, okay, this is the urethral orifice. In the female reproductive system, generally we can observe the two different apertures for the excretion of urine, and another one is urethral orifice. See, the urethral orifice is only for the excretion of urine. So here the urinary bladder is connected to the urethral orifice, whereas vaginal orifice is connected to the cervix to uterus. So in this manner both are separated. But in the male we can see the external genitalia, like urethra, and that means excretion of sperms and excretion of urine in the male, both are passed through the one passage. But here the urine excretion and another one, here both are separated. That's why in the male we can say that urinogenital duct. In the male we can say that urinogenital duct, but here urinogenital duct is not there. Here the urinogenital duct is separated. There is urethral orifice, one is your vaginal orifice, both are separated. And urethral orifice, above there is a clitoris. See, this clitoris is a very sensitive and erectile part, which is equal to the or homologous to the penis, which is present in the male reproductive system. From here we can see outer labia majora and inner labia minora. So these two are present in the uvula and clitoris. So this is all about female reproductive system. Then after we can also observe the accessory glands present in the female reproductive system. Next one, we can see accessory glands. What are the different types of accessory glands? There are different types of accessory glands present in the female reproductive system, which are called Bartholin glands. The Bartholin glands are generally posterior of the vagina. These are secreted mucus. These are secreting the mucus. This mucus is for the lubrication. Whereas Skin's glands present in the anterior wall of the vagina, this is also used for the lubrication of glands. Next one is mammary glands. The mammary glands are paired glands. They contain glandular tissue and fat. This consists of alveoli. The alveoli can secrete the milk, whereas alveoli which opens into the mammary tube, the mammary tubules, whereas mammary tubule which opens into the mammary duct, whereas mammary duct which opens into the several ducts join together mammary ampulla finally which opens into the lactiferous duct. Through this lactiferous duct the child can suck the milk. So in this manner there will be three different types of accessory glands are present in the female reproductive system. One is Bartholin glands, Skin's glands, and mammary glands. For more updates, please subscribe and promote the channel. Thank you.